From the BBC World Service with Oliver Conway. If you're hoping to go on holiday in Europe this year, you may need to prove that you've had a COVID jab or a recent negative test. The EU has today unveiled its proposals for what's being called a vaccine passport. The president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, set out the plans for the digital green certificate at a news conference in Brussels.
It shows or states whether the person has either been vaccinated or a recent negative test or has recovered from COVID and thus antibodies. Secondly, the certificate will make sure that the results or what it shows, the data and the minimum set of data, are mutually recognized in every member state. And thirdly, with this digital certificate, we aim to help member states reinstate the freedom of movement in a safe, responsible and trusted manner.
But the announcement was overshadowed by continuing anger in Europe at the lack of vaccine supplies from countries like Britain.
Open roads run in both directions. And this is why we need to ensure that there is reciprocity and proportionality. And I want to be clear on reciprocity. If the situation does not change, we will have to reflect on how to make exports to vaccine-producing countries dependent on their level of openness.
Well, let's talk to our correspondent Nick Beake in Brussels. Nick, this is continuing anger over AstraZeneca's supplies. What might we see happen?
Oliver, yeah, we could certainly hear it in Ursula von der Leyen's voice. She made a real difference between AstraZeneca, who she says has really failed to deliver for the European Union, and other companies, including BioNTech, Pfizer and Moderna, who she said are delivering the jabs that have been promised. She said that AstraZeneca in the second quarter of this year would be delivering 110 million fewer than had been promised. As for what we may see, that is by no means clear. Ursula von der Leyen, we were hearing from her there, she said that all options are on the table. Whatever tools at the EU's disposal will be used. But, you know, bear in mind, for the past 6 weeks or so, all exports from the EU have had to be approved, and we're told that only one sort of application was rejected. That was a set of vaccines